I know that the black people is mad and Joy Reid is mad and all of these people is mad.
2 weeks into President Trump's crime crackdown in the district, and violent crime numbers are trending down.
And it comes as the president sends even more National Guardsmen and federal agents into city streets with a focus on violent crime and immigration enforcement.
The DOJ toasting touting new numbers, saying that more than 700 arrests have been made since the start of the crackdown.
We head out live to 14th and U Street in Northwest, where federal law enforcement were out earlier today. That's where we find our Randy Bass, who saw them in action. Hey, Randy.
Yes, multiple federal agents were out here conducting immigration enforcement earlier today, and the presence of federal law enforcement is really being felt around the district, and it could be working to deter violent crime. The city hasn't reported a homicide in almost 10 days.
Today, DC News Now cameras catching a small crowd forming around a moped delivery driver stopped by masked federal agents, some identifiable as HSI, inquiring about his immigration status, telling us through a translator he was let go after finding his temporary protected status was valid.
Calm. I have no reason to go against them or get angry. Just stay calm when this happens to you.
So what you're basically saying is that because he has his papers and because he's doing what he's supposed to do and he's not committing a crime, that he has nothing to worry about. Oh, really? Because he has his papers and because he's not committing a crime, yes, that's correct, Jamaica, he has nothing to worry about. Cool. So what's the problem? What's the problem? So he did it the legal way. He's taking care of his business, and he has nothing to worry about. So when he stopped, he showed his papers, he showed whatever it is. The same thing as we stop. If we get stopped in a car, right? If we get pulled over for whatever reason, because what people say is, yo, just comply. Remember y'all said that when the boy got his thing punched in, his window punched in? When the boy got his window punched in, y'all said, why didn't he comply? Let's let the courts handle it later on. That's what everybody said, that then tried to justify the cop punching in the guy's window, which the guy's window should have been broken out because he didn't open up the door. But I didn't agree with the fact that he gave him the extra punch to go along with it. He'll be all right. His jaw holds together. But here's the other side of it, right? Everybody was saying, yo, he should have complied. He should have did what he was supposed to do when he got pulled over. If he didn't agree, then he can handle it in court, or he can do whatever it is that he wanted to do. Cool. But I don't see that same smoke, that same situation, that same narrative when it comes to illegal migrants in a lot of these places. Y'all don't say the same thing. Oh, they should have complied. They should have just showed their papers. You know what they saying? All of these whack protesters and all of these people that believe that, we going to be against Trump and we going to be against all of them all of this time. You know what they say? Oh, no, they shouldn't be stopping people for no reason. Oh, they shouldn't do this. They shouldn't do that. No, listen. The guy said that he got stopped. He got pulled over and they checked his stuff and they let him be on his way. So what's the problem? You know what I see the problem is? I see white apologists and black people are addicted to chaos. I've never seen people get mad at the fact that you haven't seen any homicides since Trump took over. Zero. Nobody is committing crimes in DC. Nobody is killing each other in DC. Do you know how great that is? Do you know how much of a phenomenal situation that is to know that there are no murders, no homicides? The detectives now have to spend their time solving for cold cases. Cold cases. Now they can start clearing the backlog of the crimes that was committed already. But you know what I see people complaining about? They are complaining that, what up to my girl Mika? They are complaining about the fact that the police are basically stopping crime. See, Ethan Jonathan, one of the people that I was cussing out earlier, he said, nobody? That's a bit of a stretch. No. See, we've been conditioned to believe that there is supposed to be people that die every day. until it's somebody that's in your family, then it's crazy. We have been conditioned to believe that in these inner cities, people are supposed to die every single day. Where I live, in my neighborhood, where I keep my people at, they be trying to figure out who parked the wrong way on the street. That's the crime that they trying to figure out. Who parked the wrong way on the street? I kid you not, I got a phone call because somebody was too far onto the lawn with their pickup truck or whatever. And people was like, it was a big deal. Literally, everybody was outside on the house. Who's too far parked on the lawn? I don't understand what's going on. Who's too far parked on the lawn? People be complaining because you park too close to the mailbox, right? Because in the inner city is different. The mail people got to walk up to the house. That's why they keep the spray, the mace, in order to get the dogs off of them and stuff like that. But in the suburbs, in most places, the mail people don't get out the car. They just still be in the car. They just stick the mail in the mailbox straight from the car. And if you park too close to the mailbox, or sometimes, and the mail guy, God damn it, all right, today you can get your mail. Tomorrow you're going to have to pick it up if you park too close to the mailbox because I can't get in right now to get my stuff in. That's what they complain about. That's what usually happens in places where there's low crime and there's not a lot to talk about. They nitpick because they boring. But in the hood, you lucky to come out in your car not on blocks, on brick. If they just took your rims but they didn't take the car, you a winner. If they took your rims but they didn't take the car, you are a winner. So Jesus right here, or Miguel, or whatever it is that you want to call him, he got his temporary protective status papers. They let him go. Hey, go get your DoorDash on, big dog. I had one deliver me some DoorDash last night. Said, I gave him an extra tip. He did like he said, I don't know what that means. I don't know if he was happy. Apparently he was happy. He was excited to get the extra tip. So, Senor Jason. I said, because, my name is Jason on the app, right? It's different than Anton. I don't need nobody getting my name and all of that stuff. Senor Jason. So you must got your papers.
I have no reason to go against them or get angry. Just stay calm when this happens to you.
The Department of Justice says it's made more than 700 arrests, including 36 immigration-related arrests just yesterday. D.C. police crime stats also showing violent crime is down since the start of the crackdown, with no homicides reported since August 13th. The president talking about those statistics this morning.
D.C. was a hellhole, and now it's safe. And in fact, I put out this morning, I said, I hate to say this because it doesn't sound very good, but there have been no murders in D.C. in the last week. That's the first time in anybody's memory that you haven't had a murder in a week.
D.C. crime statistics show a 7-day stretch without a homicide has also happened a few other times this year. People we talked to say they think increased law enforcement presence.
Carrying that pink purse. We know what that is. Blue jean jacket, pink purse. Yeah.
Happened a few other times this year. People we talked to say they think increased law enforcement.
Hoop earring, but you're not Michael Jordan. Nope.
Enforcement presence could be part of what's behind the downward trend.
I can see how something like violent crime would just go down off the strength of people not wanting to get caught up with unnecessary, trauma.
Violence prevention organization
Need to get that young man tested.
Peace for DC says it takes time to establish real trends.
It's not something that you can, stop quickly. It's long-term work. It's long-term investment. It's working with communities, building trust.
I can't stand, you know how I feel about white apologists, right? That sit in their cozy homes in places where it's not actually violent. And they put the Peace for DC sign up, no gun violence posters, profiles up there, and they have chapped lips and they don't do anything and they just sit around with nothing to do and they sit there and they talk about what needs to be happening in the community and they're not actually living in the community, I don't want to hear from y'all. I don't want to hear from y'all. The streets are safe. That's the only thing we care about. You keep talking about all of this community shit, peace for DC and stuff. We want safe streets, bro. Care nothing about what your cause is. We don't care about what you think should happen. We don't care about none of that. Streets is safe, bro. That's it. 9 days, no homicides. What more do you want from them? What more do you want from them? 9 days, no homicides. What more do you want from them? Getting illegals off the streets, no homicides, no drugs, guns being arrested, illegals is being arrested that ain't supposed to be here getting deported, alligator Alcatraz. What do y'all want? What else do you want? You got a safe community and safe streets. RVA says, no profile pic. Okay. You don't understand why the National Guard is in place. The National Guard isn't there for the citizens. It's there for a higher entity to not interfere with the change of power that's happening. I don't get it. I don't understand. You know what I know? No homicides for the last 9 days. That's what I know. Carjackings down 83%. 88 plus guns is off the street. 700 plus arrests of criminals are not roaming around in the community unsafe. You can say whatever it is that you want. I'm a C student, so it's a little different for me. But the one thing that I know and the two things is for certain is that it ain't nobody out here killing nobody. And the babies don't have bullet holes running through their house. That's what I know for sure. That's what I know. You could do with all of your little, I don't know what the National Guard is and all of that stuff. That's cool. That's cool. You know what I know? Ain't nobody dead. And somebody got another opportunity to be able to take care of their kid, or to go and see their mother tomorrow, or to go and have another opportunity to give their life over to God or something. I don't know. But I know one thing, ain't nobody dead. Everybody chilling. We don't see that in the community as often. We don't get to, experience that on a regular basis. Why do y'all addicted to death? That's what it is. That's what it is. You're addicted to death. You're addicted to chaos. You would rather let people die than to make sure that our community is safe and that people don't have to deal with certain things that they would normally deal with. That's what you would deal. That's what you would work. That's what you would rather rock out with.